Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the secret to keeping visitors engaged on your website. It's no secret that a website is an essential component of any successful business or organization. However, it's not just about having a website, it's about having a website that keeps visitors engaged and coming back for more. Today, we're going to discuss some of the top website mistakes that can cause visitors to leave your site and how to avoid them. The first mistake that many websites make is having a cluttered homepage with too much text. Visitors to your site should be able to easily identify what your website is about and what they can expect to find on it. Having too much text on the homepage can be overwhelming and confusing, leading visitors to leave your site before they even have a chance to explore it. To avoid having a cluttered page, you should keep your homepage clean and simple. Instead of bombarding visitors with large blocks of text, try to use images, videos, and infographics to convey your message. Use short and concise sentences that are easy to read and understand. Here is an example of a great landing page. It doesn't have too much text and it's clean. The next tip to avoid having a poor landing page is to prioritize the most important information on your homepage. Visitors should be able to quickly identify the most important information and easily navigate to the content they're interested in. Use clear and concise headlines and subheadings to organize your content and make it easy for visitors to find what they're looking for. Remember, your homepage is the first impression that visitors will have of your website, so it's important to make it count. Keep it clean, simple, and easy to navigate, and you'll be well on your way to keeping visitors engaged on your website. The second mistake that many websites make is having slow loading times. In today's fast-paced world, visitors expect websites to load quickly. If your site takes too long to load, visitors are likely to become frustrated and leading to a decrease in conversions. To avoid this mistake, you should optimize your website for speed. There are several things you can do to make your website load faster, such as compress images. Large images can slow down your website. Compressing images can reduce their file size without sacrificing quality, which can help your website load faster. Minimize HTTP requests. Every time a visitor loads your website, their browser sends a request for each file on the page, such as images, scripts, and style sheets. Minimizing these requests can speed up your website. Use a content delivery network, CDN. A CDN can store copies of your website's files in different locations around the world. This can help your website load faster for visitors who are far away from your server. Optimize your code. Bloated code can slow down your website. Optimizing your code can reduce file sizes and improve website performance. By optimizing your website for speed, you can improve visitor engagement and decrease bounce rates. Visitors will appreciate a fast-loading website and will be more likely to stay and explore your content. The third mistake that many websites make is having poor mobile optimization. With the rise of mobile devices, it's more important than ever to ensure that your website is optimized for mobile viewing. If your site is difficult to navigate on a mobile device, visitors may become frustrated and leave. To avoid this mistake, make sure that your website is optimized for mobile viewing with responsive design and easy-to-use navigation. To avoid this mistake, you should ensure that your website is fully optimized for mobile devices. This includes using responsive design, which means that your website will adjust its layout to fit the size of the screen it is being viewed on. This will make it easier for visitors to read your content, navigate your site, and interact with your features, regardless of the device they are using. You should also prioritize mobile-friendly features, such as easy-to-use menus, clear calls to action, and streamlined forms. Visitors should be able to easily access the most important features and content on your website, without having to zoom in or scroll excessively. Additionally, you can test your website's mobile optimization by using Google's Mobile-Friendly Test Tool. This will give you insights into how your website performs on mobile devices and provide suggestions for improvements. By ensuring that your website is fully optimized for mobile, you can improve visitor engagement and provide a better user experience for all visitors, regardless of the device they are using. The fourth mistake that many websites make is having a confusing navigation menu. Visitors should be able to easily find what they're looking for on your website. If your navigation menu is cluttered or confusing, visitors may become frustrated and leave. To avoid this mistake, make sure that your navigation menu is clear and concise with intuitive labels that accurately reflect the content on your site. To avoid this mistake, you should prioritize user-friendly navigation on your website. Here are some tips for improving navigation. Use a clear and concise menu. Your menu should clearly list the most important pages on your website and be easy to understand and use. Visitors should be able to easily find what they're looking for without having to search through multiple pages. Use breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are a secondary navigation tool that can help visitors understand where they are on your website and how to get back to previous pages. Use a search bar. A search bar can help visitors find what they're looking for quickly and easily without having to navigate through multiple pages. Use clear and concise labels. The labels you use for your navigation links should be clear and concise so visitors understand exactly what they're clicking on. Test your navigation. You should regularly test your website's navigation to ensure that it is working properly and that visitors can easily find what they're looking for. By prioritizing user-friendly navigation, you can improve visitor engagement and ensure that visitors are able to find the information they need quickly and easily. This can help reduce bounce rates and increase the amount of time visitors spend on your website. The fifth mistake that many websites make is having outdated content. Visitors to your site expect to find fresh, up-to-date content that is relevant to their interests. If your website has outdated content, visitors may become bored and leave. To avoid this mistake, make sure that you're regularly updating your website with fresh, relevant content that keeps visitors engaged and coming back for more. High-quality content is essential for keeping visitors engaged on your website. If your content is low quality, irrelevant, or difficult to understand, visitors may quickly lose interest and leave your site. Poor content can also damage your website's reputation and credibility, which can lead to a decrease in visitor engagement over time. To avoid this mistake, you should prioritize high-quality content on your website. Here are some tips for improving your content. Provide value to your visitors. Your content should provide value to your visitors, whether that's information, entertainment, or inspiration. Visitors should feel that they've learned something or gained something from your content. Use clear and concise language. Your content should be written in clear and concise language that is easy to understand. Avoid using jargon or technical terms that may be confusing to visitors. Use a variety of content types. You should use a variety of content types, such as text, images, videos, and infographics, to keep your visitors engaged and interested. Use relevant keywords. You should use relevant keywords in your content to help visitors find your website through search engines. However, avoid keyword stuffing, as this can make your content difficult to read and may hurt your website's search engine ranking. Use an engaging tone. Your content should be written in an engaging tone that captures visitors' attention and keeps them interested. Avoid using a dry or boring tone that may cause visitors to lose interest. By prioritizing high-quality content on your website, you can improve visitor engagement and keep visitors coming back for more. Your content should provide value, be easy to understand, and capture visitors' attention, which can help increase the amount of time visitors spend on your website and reduce bounce rates. The sixth mistake that many websites make is having poor readability. Visitors to your site should be able to easily read and understand the content on your site. If your font is too small, the text is too light, or the contrast is poor, visitors may become frustrated and leave. To avoid poor readability, you should ensure that your website's content is easy to read and understand. Here are some tips for improving your website's readability. Choose a readable font. Your website's font should be easy to read and legible, even on smaller screens. Sans serif fonts like Arial or Helvetica are generally a good choice for web design, as they are easier to read on digital screens. Use an appropriate font size. Your website's font size should be large enough to be easily readable, but not so large that it overwhelms the page. A font size of 16 pixels or larger is recommended for body text. Use proper line spacing. Line spacing, or the distance between lines of text, can affect readability. A line spacing of 1.5 or 2 can help make text easier to read. Use appropriate color contrast. The color of your website's text should contrast with the background color, making it easier to read. Black text on a white background is a classic example of good color contrast. Break up large blocks of text. Large blocks of text can be overwhelming for visitors to read. Breaking up text into shorter paragraphs, using bullet points or numbered lists, and using headings and subheadings can help make your content more readable. By improving your website's readability, you can make it easier for visitors to read and understand your content, which can lead to increased engagement and a better user experience. Visitors are more likely to engage with your website if they can easily read and understand the content, which can lead to an increase in conversions and sales. So how do you avoid these common website mistakes and keep visitors engaged on your site? It all starts with a clear and engaging design that makes it easy for visitors to navigate and find what they're looking for. Your website should be optimized for speed, readability, and mobile viewing with fresh and relevant content that keeps visitors coming back for more. Remember, the secret to keeping visitors engaged on your website is to avoid these top website mistakes and create a website that is clear, engaging, and accessible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to mash that like button and subscribe for more quality content.